From the Greasy Theater and broadcasting all over the state, it's Maine's only late-night talk show, The Nite Show with Danny Cashman. Tonight, musician Tom Bones Malone. Plus, Brian Nadeau and the Nite Show Band. And me, I'm Joe Kennedy. And now the last dried up antiseptic wipe for your counter, Danny Cashman.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Nite Show. My name is Danny Cashman. Here's something I bet you guys didn't know. The Super Bowl was on Sunday. Did you guys know that?
Yeah. Big game.
Really was. Great game. Who watched it? Anybody here watch it? Great. My family did watch as well. My entire family watched. Well, most of my family watched. Mom enjoyed the game like she always does, passed out under the Christmas tree. It's really,
Tradition.
Earlier today at the Cross Insurance Center, it was the Bangor On Tap Beer Festival.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm surprised the band made it here at all. Speaking of the band, you know who's here tonight? The legendary Tom Bones Malone is back with us tonight. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He was with us a couple of months ago, sitting in with these guys. He did Christmas Baby Please Come Home with us about a month and a half ago, and now he's back with us here tonight. He was with the Blues Brothers. He was with Saturday Night Live and Letterman. Tom says he hasn't seen Dave Letterman in a while. In fact, the last time he saw him, Dave only had a soul patch. So now,
That's been a
old
while.
Father Time's growing it out a little bit. Oh, this is great. The Maine Home and Remodeling Show is next weekend at the Cross Insurance Arena in Portland. So if you need some home, if you want to buy a home, or if you want to remodel your home, that's the place to go. And as usual, my favorite part of the Maine Home and Remodeling Show is the big award that they're going to hand out for Sexiest Load-Bearing Post. I'm looking forward to that.
That's always hot. That's always a hot one.
If you at home could see the different looks on the people's faces in the audience right now, I don't know whether to laugh or just melt into a ball and cry. I apologize to you and to you and to you and to you and to the rest of you, ha 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 as well. Who likes this day in history? Anybody like this day in history? This day in 1985, Madonna's Like a Virgin hit #1 and stayed for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. That marked her longest stint both at #1 and as a virgin. Hey, look over here, everyone. Brian Nadeau and the Nite Show Band. Say hello. Welcome to the big show. Thanks for coming. That's Brian Nadeau and the Nite Show Band. And sitting in on the saxophone tonight, Mr. David Wells, everybody!
Yeah.
From the great city of Holton, correct? That's correct. So there you go. David Wells sitting in tonight and all night with Brian Nadeau and the Nite Show Band. I don't know if you guys watched last week or not. It was so much fun. We made waffles all night long. Remember that? We had the waffle maker. We made waffles. We nearly burnt the place down.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a great time. So I thought it would be fun to do something all night long.
Oh, really?
Again. In honor of Employee Appreciation Day, which is coming up on March 1st, we decided to offer seated massages all night long. So in order to do that, please welcome licensed massage therapist, Lindsay Sparks. Come on out, Lindsay.
Look at that.
All right.
Uh-oh.
This is exciting. because it's a good thing to offer your employees as an employee appreciation thing is some seated massages, correct?
Of course.
Yes, so it relieves some stress, relieves a little pressure.
It does make them happier.
I was looking at my brand new Garmin thing and watch, thank you, and it measures stress, and my stress level today is off the chart, which is abnormal for me. So I thought perhaps as an employee of the Night Show, I should be the first one to
Is
take.
that going to test me?
I don't think it's going to test you. No, I think it's so. It started. There was a little bit of smoke coming out of it a little bit earlier, so I think it's just going to leave a little burn mark on my wrist. But how do I position myself? Probably the jacket is not a good idea, right?
Yeah, you can take the jacket off.
All right. No, that's where it stops, Joe. That's where it stops. Nobody wants to see what's under the shirt. Trust me.
All right. Sit here.
Okay.
Put your knees here.
Knees here. Good.
You're going to have to take off your glasses.
Oh, I can do that. All right.
And you're just going to go ahead and
Move
relax.
this right up here. Relax.
Yeah.
So now, while I'm getting the free seated massage.
Yes.
That's a pressure point. All right. So how long have you been in business, Lindsay?
I have been a massage therapist almost 15 years now.
Wow. And you are based where?
I am out of Brewer at Balance Hair and Body.
And that's right on Main Street in
South
Brewer?
Main Street in Brewer, yep.
Beautiful. Well, all right, so I'll just enjoy this. We'll move on with the show. The 2019 legislature is in full swing, and with it, new bills. So here's a list of what to expect in a segment that we call Bills Before the Legislature. Guys? All right, so here we go. These are bills that are before the legislature right now. The new legislature came in, and these are some bills. LD 1718. It's a bill requiring the town of Old Town to change its name to Older Town. It's time. I think that makes sense. LD 2. A bill asking Governor Mills to revert her title back to General, so she will hereafter be known as General Mills.
There you go.
General Mills. LD, that was, yeah, oh. LD 2, no, go back if you can. That was, yep. LD 207, an act requiring Rob Caldwell to go back to wearing a tie. That's important. LD 799, an act making the seated massage a requirement for all women, men, and children alive.
Yeah.
LD 3, an act extending moose hunting season by 2 months, but only for moose named Willie.
That seems unique.
It's weird because you have to ask the moose their name before you can shoot it. I don't think that will pass. And finally, LD 421, an act to an act to conserve 500 acres of Don Kerrigan's mustache. And those are the new bills before the legislature. We will be right back, everybody, with more seated massages. And Tom Bones Malone, don't go away.
The Night Show is presented by Hollywood Casino, Maine's complete entertainment destination. 500 Main Street in downtown Bangor. HollywoodCasinoBangor.com. The Night Show is brought to you by Machias Savings Bank. Community banking with exceptional service. Branch locations from Portland to Presque Isle and worldwide at MachiasSavings.com. Member FDIC.
Yeah, Brian Nadeau and the Night Show Band with David Wells sitting in on saxophone and seated massages all night long here at the Night Show with Lindsay Sparks. You can find her at lindsaysparks.com. Joe is in the chair now. Joe, has the drool started yet?
Not yet.
All right, well, that's better than a normal night. Hey, it's unfair to simply label our next guest as talented, so unbelievable would be more fitting. He was in the Saturday Night Live band for a decade, half of which is musical director. He was also in the Blues Brothers and David Letterman's CBS Orchestra for 22 years, among others. Please welcome back to the show the great Tom Bones Malone. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thank you. How about the band? Great band. Wow. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for coming back. You've been sort of a fixture here for the past few months. You sat in with the band a couple of times, did Christmas Baby Please Come Home, and now we get to chat with you, which is very cool. Every time I talk with you, or every time I see something from you, I learn something new about you. One of my favorite SNL skits of all time was Eddie Murphy as James Brown in Celebrity Hot Tub Party. And you posted something on Facebook the other day about that you arranged that and performed on it.
Oh, I arranged it and I wrote the music to that piece.
That's incredible.
Yes. And thank you. That skit was used in a TV show called The 50 Funniest Moments on Television. It was edited in there.
Yeah.
And we pre-recorded in the studio, and there's a lot of all-star musicians in that scene, although a lot of us swapped instruments just because we could, because we weren't actually playing. But Michael Brecker is in the scene, Steve Jordan from the original Blues Brothers, Briefcase Full of Blues, Hiram Bullock, Tom Barney, the bass player for Kenny G, Miles Davis, Leon Pendarvis, who is currently the co-music director of Saturday Night Live, was in the sketch too.
Oh, wow.
So, real all-star band.
So what was Eddie Murphy like working with him on SNL? His impression of James Brown was incredible, but what was he like?
Amazing. Well, he was so easy to work with, and he wasn't a drug guy or any of that sort of thing. He was just a real straight-ahead, dedicated actor, really nice guy, and he kept the same friends that he had from high school. He was just a real loyal type of guy, and it was always a pleasure to work with him.
And extremely talented.
Amazingly talented, musically and every sort of way.
Yep. Back in those days, there were some pretty heavy hitters on SNL in terms of comedy. We know who the crazy people were, right? Just from the books and the tales. But who was the person who was crazy that we haven't heard about yet?
Well, everybody was a little crazy, I think. Bill Murray was one of the more sane people backstage.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that.
But he was extremely creative.
Yeah.
And we're still good friends. Matter of fact, I played in the house band for the Mark Twain Comedy Awards when he got inducted year before last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an incredible show.
Amazing guy, still a good friend.
Yeah. So you also, speaking of things you've played in recently, with regards to comedians and late night, you returned to the Ed Sullivan Theater with Paul and the band. What, a year and a half ago or so for Stephen Colbert's show?
About a year ago, we did Ain't No Mountain High Enough with Valerie Simpson singing with Paul Schaefer, and it was our band and his band combined. Yeah. And they have some really fine musicians in his band, too.
They do.
So that was really fun. It was nice to be back in the theater. Paul Schaefer put out an album, and we did about 13 tour dates promoting the album, and part of that promotion was playing on the show.
Yeah. What was it like going back into the theater? What was it like walking back in for the first time? Was it weird or was it completely normal?
No, it was very normal, and all the same stagehands worked there, and the assistant director and a cameraman, and it was like old home week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you guys ever do seated massages at the Letterman show when for employees?
I'm not sure we actually did that. No.
Oh, no. Well, this is Lindsay Sparks, LindsaySparks.com. Joe, how are you hanging in over there? You doing okay? It is to die for. Just don't nod off, Joe, okay? Just try to
relax.
Try to relax a little if you could. Take a load off. Do you miss late night television at all?
Well, yes and no. It's nice to do more of a variety of different things, but I enjoyed very much working with Schaefer, and there was always a surprise of some sort. Like I was also the arranger for the show. I ended up doing. In my career, I've done 2,700 arrangements for television.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's incredible.
Oh, yeah. But one night after the show, Paul Schaefer says, can you meet in my office about 6 o'clock? Because the show usually wrapped up around 5:30 or so, and by the time you change clothes, Paul says, can you meet in my office at 6 p.m.? He says, Renee Fleming is going to do the top 10 tomorrow. We need 13 opera excerpts arranged by 11 in the morning. He gives me a CD of the 13 opera excerpts, and he gives me another CD. He says, this is her new single, her new album. Figure out what key she should sing them in. So, yeah, and how are we going to pull this off? And I'm thinking to myself, Renee Fleming, oh my God, she's going to be like so uptight and hard to work with. Well, I stayed up all night, missed my doctor's appointment in the morning. My doctor says, what are you trying to do, kill yourself? And anyway, so I got there at 11 o'clock, finished up everything, and I got all the keys right except for one song. I had my computer, I transposed it in the computer, passed it out at the rehearsal. And Renee Fleming was delightful, easy to work with.
Yeah.
of course, everybody knows about her amazing voice.
Yeah.
And a great sense of humor. So you can see that bit on YouTube.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
was-
Renee Fleming Top 10 Letterman. Check it out. It was a lot of fun.
And the music that was done over the years at Letterman, I think, is some of the best music in late night television history. The way that your band worked well with the musicians that had come in over the years to perform as guests. And is there anybody you haven't played with that's on your list of people you really want to play with?
Frank Sinatra. I never played with Frank Sinatra, but it's too late.
Yeah,
and I got to call Joe Malone, his contractor, called me to play in Atlantic City towards the end of Frank's career, and I had another gig and I had to turn it down, so I blew it. My big chance.
Well, maybe there will be another time at some point in some other. No, there won't. I'm sorry. That's quite a list, quite a lengthy list of accomplishments. You seem like you might need to take a load off. Would you like a seated massage?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
sure.
Joe, your time's up, buddy. Why don't we head right over here to Lindsay Sparks?
Oh, yeah.
LindsaySparks.com. Joe, nice job. Might want to take your sports coat off, Tom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Put this right over here.
That's
right in, okay.
Oh, yeah. It's all.
That's fine. We'll put this right here. Lindsay, Tom Bones Malone. Tom, Lindsay. How are you? Have a seat right here. We'll get you ready for your big performance. We're going to come back. Tom's going to play a song with Brian Nadeau and the Night Show Band from his album Soul Bones, coming up after his seated massage with Lindsay and after the break. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away, everybody.
Guests of the Night Show stay at the Holiday Inn Bangor. The Night Show Performance Series is brought to you by Cross Insurance, where security meets strength.
Welcome back to the Night Show. It's seated massage night here at the show, and we've now brought Debbie up from our audience, who is getting a seated massage from Lindsay Sparks. Lindsay, you can find at LindsaySparks.com. Debbie, how's that going? Good, good. Thumbs up from Debbie. And we have formed a line now. Steve is in line from our team, and there's Luke, and Joe's already had, and there's a line that kind of stretches into the audience, too. So seated massage night here at the Night Show with Lindsay Sparks. But for now, joined by Brian Nadeau and the Night Show Band, please welcome back the great Tom Bones Malone. incredible. Mr. Wells, nice job, sir. Tom Bones Malone, Brian, and the Nite Show Band. Good job, everybody. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
The Nite Show is brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill on Stillwater Avenue side of Bangor Mall. Visit Uno for craft beer, $5 drink specials, and half-price apps in the bar. 7 days a week from 4 to 7 and 10 till close.
One more time for Tom Bones Malone with Brian Nadeau and the Nite Show Band and David Wells. Incredible. Got to say thanks to Lindsay Sparks for seated massages all night long here at the Nite Show for Employee Appreciation Day on March 1st. Executive producer Luke Bushard now getting one, holding the cue cards, not failing at his job while he's getting the seated massage. We appreciate that. Find her at lindsaysparks.com. Lindsay, thank you very much for being here. My thanks also to the great Tom Bones Malone once again for being here. Tom, all over the place. Look for him performing and arranging for quality musicians everywhere. And David Wells sitting in with Brian Nadeau and the Nite Show Band. Also, Mr. Joe Kennedy, the Gracie Theater, the New England School of Communications at Hudson University. Find us online at thenightshowmaine.com. Have a great weekend.